Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 14th match of Ground Punchers Public. This time I bring to you, please, this time versus yet another blank. It seems like we're gonna have those in every game I ever cast. And these two teams are banning and picking rather quickly, so I'd better get up to speed because otherwise I'll fall behind and I'm gonna lose the race. You know what I mean? Bad joke, never mind. Anywho, on the dire side we have an Ancient Apparition and Shadow Demon pick.
10 seconds remaining.
Two very interesting first two picks. Both are going to be the supports, pretty obvious. Shadow Demon is pretty good with a lot of carries. Ancient Apparition really doesn't have any sort of combo with Shadow Demon, but so they could have picked a lot better supports, but it's a minor detail. Ancient Apparition, same problem as always. But again, these two heroes are getting picked first, meaning they can so easily get countered. And then the two supports are useless, and you can easily lane against them, and suddenly, boom. Tri-lane's down, you lose the game. So, like, often picking supports are really good. I'm also exaggerating how much you'll lose if you pick supports first, but picking supports first is dangerous, in my opinion. Anywho, they also have picked up a Timbersaw now. That's most likely going to be their off lane. I'm very much looking forward to this. Timbersaw is one of my most favorite offlane heroes, and I think he's really fun to play as well. And he's probably going to be a lot of fun to watch, so this is going to be very entertaining for me. On the other side, we have a Razor, a Skywrath Mage, Earthshaker, and Tidehunter picks. Razor, Skywrath, nothing unusual there. We've seen that a lot, so I'm not going to talk too much about that. Earthshaker is something you don't see too often, especially comboed with the Tidehunter as well. The Tidehunter we see 40% of the time, I'd say. He gets picked because of his ult, and because he's a really strong offlane hero, since he's really hard to kill. Since that change onto Anchor Smash, making it that it's damage, 60% damage reduction.
Reserve time.
Of course, that has been nerfed, but he's still a very good hero to offlane with. Earthshaker, I want to talk more about him because I am looking forward, because he is forward to this game where he is in it. God damn it. Okay, I am looking forward to watching this game with an Earthshaker because he's as well he's also one of my favorite heroes, just like Timbersaw, because his ult, really, it's just the way if he gets a good blink and Echo Slam, Fisher combo, and everyone on the enemy team's dead is so satisfying that I just love playing him. This is pretty much it. And he can do some pretty big plays with Fisher blocks, and he can be a really impactful hero. So I'm really looking forward to seeing the skill of whoever is going to be playing this Earthshaker. Meanwhile, let's quickly scan through the bans while we wait for the 5th ban from the Radiant. Ember, Spirit, Death Prophet, Faceless Void, Legion Commander, and the Dire all carries. It's been the trend lately, I suppose, because late game has just been a very big part of competitive in any Dota game lately. So banning out all the carries really just makes sense, doesn't it? On the Radiant side, they banned out a Viper, Abaddon, a Wraith King, and a Spectra. Again, pretty much all carries. Abaddon, though, can be played as a carry or a support. Mostly, I think he's mostly played as a support when he even gets played. And he's really good at his job as a support, because he is amazing at keeping people alive with the help of the Photic Shield and the heals. Plus that he isn't easy to kill either because of his ultimate and the Photic Shield, making him pretty damn strong support. But he is melee, and that's one of his cut downs, just like Earthshaker. But Earthshaker does have that very long range Fisher that makes up for it. And so Radiant bans out Lifestealer, something well, just another carry. It's not because he's really comboed with anyone other than Timbersaw here. I suppose he could go in, but they don't have a blink. They don't have any like Tidehunter to carry the Lifesteal, and Spirit Breaker. That could be fun. Damn. But Lifestealer, interesting ban now. I probably wouldn't have picked that myself, but he is a hero that can be quite annoying if he does get the farm he wants. The 5th ban from the Dire is also been done. The Dire have also banned out their 5th hero. That's better word. Composing. Phantom Assassin. I don't know what to think of this hero. She's good on some levels and bad on others. She's really I can't analyze her at all. She's just a hero I'm completely unable to analyze and get any opinion on. Nonetheless, they managed to ban her out, and judging by the current picks, I don't think anyone was gonna pick her anyway. But it's nice to see that people do consider her as a viable hero to pick. Since she's a pretty fun hero to play nonetheless.
5 seconds remaining.
4 seconds left. Just waiting for that very last pick. Are they gonna random it? No, they're gonna pick up a Kunkka in the very last second.
Dire team pick.
So Kunkka's probably gonna be the one going mid and Razor carry, or they could of course just swap those two around. But I think Razor carries a bit more common than Kunkka carry. Although we'll see what happens in this game. I wouldn't say I can predict. I would not dare to predict that at this very moment. My god. Word usage is strong.
10 seconds remaining.
And Juggernaut gets picked. Oh boy. This can be fun. This can be a lot of fun. Juggernaut is such a fun hero to watch. And he's really mid-game oriented carry actually, which is weird considering the late game.
It's in the bag.
Late game. The Ascension late game has gotten lately. It's interesting that they would ban out the Juggernaut when they did pay attention to the late game thing that I cannot word by banning out all those heroes, all those carry heroes. But oh my god, shut up, Scar.
Don't worry, lad. This one's in the bag.
Oh Jesus Christ. Okay. But Juggernaut nonetheless is a very interesting hero to watch. He also goes for boots first, so we're going to be looking for an early kill with the help of Shadow Demon and Ancient Apparition. So let's take a look at the lane, shall we? On the Radiant side, we have Tidehunter solo off lane. Whoops, wrong click. Kunkka solo mid. Yes, he's a very nice pipe.
30 seconds to battle.
The old pipe. And a Skywrath, Earthshaker, and Razor tri-lane in the bottom lane. On the other side of the river, we have a Shadow Demon, Ancient Apparition, Juggernaut tri-lane in their top lane. Invoker solo mid, and Timbersaw solo off lane. So this is going to be interesting. Looks like the tri-lane's going to be the one picking up the rune on this bottom lane. It's going to be a bounty rune.
Double damage.
And at the top, they managed to pick up a double damage from for the Juggernaut. This can be really dangerous for the Tidehunter. But of course, you just get a very early block off, which might just help him in this situation and get him a bit closer to the tower. But Ancient Apparition was on pair and managed to get the block very early, just around here even. And just failed, just missed it a bit here in the last part. But did get the range creep in the front, which the Tidehunter did not succeed in doing, and the wave looks a bit like it would nonetheless. Oh, Ancient Apparition getting very aggressive. There's destruction, and just waiting for the Juggernaut. One hit, wow, he's down to half health already, just from a few hits from all those heroes. So he's going to have to be careful, but he does have a lot of regen on him, and he's ready to take on a fight. He did go for Kraken Shell first level, so he doesn't have that damage reduction from Anchor Smash. That might just be his fault. Might just be his loss, or his disadvantage in this lane setup. Let's have a look at the last hit, shall we? Mid is leading. The mid Invoker is currently leading the last hits with 3 last hits. With the lead of 3 last hits over the Kunkka, the opposing mid. Looks like this Invoker's doing a really nice job of last hitting,
All things fall.
which is, I'm very surprised to see this because Invoker starts with an extremely low attack damage, and he didn't even get Blades of Attack. Whereas Kunga starts with around 60, as you can see, just at free arrow and bench, and he has 64 attack damage, making it really easy for him to last it in this situation. And it's really hard to last him on Invoker, and well, there's a bit of action, but I don't think anyone's going to kill him. My predictions were correct. Anywho, I'm very surprised to see that this Invoker's actually managing to outlast hit the Conqueror, but now that I look at last hit charts, suddenly that's not true anymore. He did a very good job at the start of the game though. And he might just catch up. Who knows? We'll keep an eye on that. Meanwhile, comparing the two carries to each other, we see that Juggernaut's actually sitting on 8 last hits, whereas Razor's only sitting on 5. 6 now, just about to get his 9th. Or 7th. So he's doing his best to give it to the Juggernaut, but he's not doing good enough it seems. Juggernaut keeps getting a bit of an advantage over him all the time. And Juggernaut, if he gets a lot of gold early on, he can be really devastating. Not devastating. He can be really. He can be a big threat. I'm just trying to find the right word usage. I'm really sorry for this. He can be a huge threat. But meanwhile, at bot, Earthshaker gets a block onto the Timbersaw. Well, they decide to be very slow on going in on him apparently, so the Timbersaw just gets the Timber Chain out. Skyrath surprisingly hasn't leveled Ancient Shield yet. Oh, meanwhile, this Titan just wanting to get the rune, but instead the Ancient Ambition is going to pick up the Regen rune, and he's going to be taking a lot of damage from these two supports alone. And he wants to try and turn around. There's no one there to help him. He just wants to work that uphill advantage. Meanwhile, Skyrath CP's mid. I wonder what he's going to be doing here. Are they going to be looking for a kill on this Invoker, or what's their plan? Okay, so Earthshaker is sitting here waiting for the rune to spawn. Actually leaving Razor at bot completely alone. Up against this Timbersaw. This could be really dangerous for the Razor. Timbersaw sitting on 4.5 levels already. Oh, admit, I completely forgot about that. But Kunkka and Skyrath Mage are both going on Invoker. Earthshaker's not there to help. He ran back to bot. And looks like they're not going to be able to get this kill. Almost there, just 100 health off. But they didn't get the last few hits in, unfortunately. Meanwhile, Kunkka runs up and gets the top. A bouncy rune just bottles up, back up. Now Kunkka sitting on top of the last hit chart, followed by Juggernaut. They're swapping a bit of places, but and then Razor 3 last hit spine. That's another really good picture there. He even used Timber Chain to get towards and be aggressive towards the Earthshaker. This could be Timbersaw's death. Timber Chain's up again, but he misses. He's gonna be going down, so this first blood goes to the Razor. And Earthshaker lives. What? Wow. Still looking for the right word usage here. That's what happens when you get greedy. I mean, this Timbersaw just got way too greedy. He wanted to kill this Earthshaker, so he went in and Timber Chained to this tree, almost killing off the Earthshaker, but he did live in the end. Oh. And then he misses his Timber Chain, his only escape out, and well, that his mistakes were just his death. And Earthshaker sitting around mid, looks like he wants to look for a kill, but it's only on 200 health, just a few hits from this Invoker, and he could be dead. But looks like it's just gonna be stacking the Ancients instead. Oh, but okay, apparently not. Tidehunter instead picks up. Okay, what a dick.
Gold.
Kunkka picks up the Regen rune, not giving it to Earthshaker. And just leaving Earthshaker in the dark. It really looks like they want to go in on this Invoker, but Invoker's now running towards bot, wanting to get the rune, but there's no rune there. It's already been picked up by who, I'm not sure. By Razor, no. It doesn't say by who. Okay. Freaking fair enough. this Earthshaker is spending a lot of time mid. He even got himself the healing salve so that he doesn't have to go back to base, but he's wasting so much time just sitting at mid right now. He's not accomplishing anything. Whereas he could be about probably threatening to kill this Timbersaw.
Methinks you wanted that.
Also, the very nice last thing this Invoker had got going for him is completely gone now that he's 10 last hits behind this Kunka. So he did a really nice job to start with, but then just fell back down. Now Earthshaker, he decided to go back towards bot. He got his healing salve, is now healing up. He's going to be full health in a minute, and they're going to be ready to go on this Timbersaw. But they are really close to Timbersaw's trees, meaning he can escape from any fissure block. Unless, of course, this guy's mage has picked up his ancient shield, which he has by now, so they could be going in for a kill here. That's 1 hit, 2 hit, that's a lot of damage onto this Timbersaw. Oh, meanwhile at top I see it. Tidehunter getting gone on a bit. There's the Sunstrike, it doesn't do nearly enough damage though, leaving Tidehunter at about 80-90%. 80-90 health. And he'll be running back to base safely. So Kunka went for the rune. It looks like, yeah, he's going to be getting a bounty rune. He's back on full, well, he was on full mana and health even. He didn't even need that rune in. Timbersaw and Invoker both running towards this rune. Bit of miscommunication here, I think. Scouts it out. Looks like they might want to be going for this kill. There's the silence. Yeah, they want him going in for this 1 hit, 2 hit, 2 hits, 1 more hit, and he goes down. Razor gets the kill. Meanwhile, the supporters from the Dire side are smoking up. They're going to be going in towards this Kunka, but he still has 3 bottle charges, boat, and pretty much full health of mana. I don't think there's much he can do here. Of course, actually, this combo, a minor bit, looks like it's going to be going down. He's taking a lot of damage. Hasn't used boat yet. He doesn't decide to do it anyway, at all. Meanwhile, the supporters from the Radiant are coming in looking for some kill. They don't manage to completely get the Shadow Demon though, leaving him at 50 health. What a bummer. That was really close. The Fisher really just getting that stun on Shadow Demon, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. It's hard on the top. Getting a bit aggressive with this Juggernaut. Wow. Juggernaut risking it. He hasn't gotten anything since starting items. He's sitting at 3,000 gold. What the hell is he aiming for?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Okay. It's gonna be interesting. Let's have a look at the other items. Invoker currently sitting at 1,500 gold. Still hasn't actually gotten anything, maybe except the magic wand. Tidehunter sitting on 800 gold. Just got boots, I think. Earthshaker hasn't really gotten anything, but he's support. Kunka though, he's going for the drum. Sitting on 100 gold. Timbersaw doesn't really have anything, and Razor has got his face boots and now has a Yasha going out to him. Juggernaut though, I'm looking forward to seeing what he's going for, but as we see now, he actually has 2 parts of an Aghanim Scepter, so he's rushing that. Which is, well, interesting. I don't recall ever rushing an Aghanims as a Juggernaut play myself. That can wait for another moment, because right now they're going in on this Invoker. Earthshaker's in from the back. He doesn't have any mana for Fisher though, and it's also on cooldown. Goes off cooldown now though, still no mana. So they're not going to be able to get a kill on this Invoker, and they died pretty hard. And I'm surprised to see that they got out of safety, but apparently not, because he ran straight into Juggernaut, and he takes down Earthshaker. And oh, Tidehunter just dodges that, and now it's just Juggernaut. He's still taking quite a lot of damage. He runs back in. He doesn't have Blade Fury yet. Well, I'm not sure what that was all about. And Juggernaut just goes down, basically just feeds a kill. Still has some gold for the third part of the Aghanims though. And the rest of the Radiant team just gets out safe. Very questionable movement from the Juggernaut there.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Meanwhile,
attack.
all that action's happening, this Razor decides that he just wants to split push and get a bit of gold. So he's pushing down the bottom tower. And Invoker finally picking up an item, has a Hand of Midas now. Okay, and Earthshaker died top again. To Timbersaw. And Sky's Gold Shadow again. Okay. I guess I just gotta look at these lanes instead. Not an Invoker and Razor Bot. Okay, so Razor's getting challenged now by the Shadow Demon. I think this Razor could really just fight him. And this Invoker's getting challenged by Tidehunter, which just got ravaged. He's just a bit above level 6 now. So he's ready to fight. Kong got just a few hundred gold off of his full drum, and then he's gonna be going for another 19. Timbersaw finally has got some arcane boots. Of course, in that offlane position, you can't really expect too much gold to get farmed, or too many CS to get killed, or too many creeps to get killed, I suppose. And all the Radiant heroes, except the Razor, are really just colliding in towards mid. It's like they're attracted by a gravity point right here. I suppose just this tower is gravity point, but or maybe these 2 kills. I don't know. They do fight back that gravity though, and Tidehunter runs towards the secret shop looking to get arcane boots maybe. No, he's just gonna be running up to defending the defend the tier 1 tower. I'm sitting on 1600 gold. Looks like he's just gonna be getting Blink Dagger's first item, which I'm not gonna question. Seems like a fairly reasonable choice here. Earthshaker runs straight into Juggernaut. Just gets killed by Omni Slicer. I'm very surprised that he didn't even do that. And there you go. First Ravage spin used to kill down Juggernaut. So meanwhile, Conquer kills Invoker back at mid. So I'd say that was really that's a nice trade. An Earthshaker and a Ravage for Juggernauts, or for an Earthshaker, is really worth it. No wait, Earthshaker and Ravage for Juggernaut is really worth it. Razor, he gets purged here. They wanted to go in on this Timber Shot, but unfortunately they got stopped by the Shadow Demon. Ancient Apparition also sitting here now, ready to fight. He actually has his ultimate. Just 2 seconds off. Earthshaker might be going down again. There's one Fisher and he's going down to the Timber Shot now. Now it's just Razor. He's taking a lot of damage. Ancient Apparition does so much damage and Timber Shot just finishes him off. Not exactly worthy or the best of trades, nor the best of spades. Okay, so there's a ward here. Of course, they do not see this Scarlet Mage or Conquer because they are smoked, and they're ready to fight. They feel really safe because they have the ward there, but it's just too much against the smoke. As you can see here, they get caught out of surprise. Tanner here doesn't have Ravage. Timbersaw, he really wants to kill off this Scarlet Mage, but he cannot chase him for long. He knows that. He needs to get back in the fight. Now Shikonga is getting pretty low on health. Ancient Apparition ult hits nothing. Timbersaw doing a lot of damage to Shikonga, and the Invoker doing a bit of work as well. The Conquest goes down, but meanwhile Tidehunter and Scarlet Mage just picks off both heroes. Invoker and Timbersaw get straight for a Conquer.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And meanwhile Razor sitting top. Juggernaut now has a full Aghanim chapter. Less than 15 minutes in. Impressive farming. He is 2nd place on last hit score, but compared to a Razor that actually has just about 10 last hits more than him, not impressive enough. Looking at net worth, we actually see that those 10 last hits have done a lot of work, since this Razor is currently sitting on top with 1500 more gold in this Juggernaut, and that is probably caused by the 2 deaths from the Juggernaut, and only 2 kills compared to the Razor's 3 kills and 1 death. Okay, so it looks like the Radiant are finally ready to go down mid again and try and push that Juggernaut though. He has Aghanim's ult and he's just going to be killing off his Kunko with some help with Ancient Apparition Axe Blasting. Well, meanwhile, Ancient Apparition gets killed off here at the rune. This tier 1 tower is in deny range. I'm surprised I haven't seen anyone try to deny it yet. Timbersaw gets completely caught on. There you go, Juggernaut denies the tower.
Has been denied.
And finally get some upgraded boots.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
The Radiant team haven't really done anything with just take mid tower, which even got denied, and do a bit of damage to bot tower. Top tower's barely taken any damage, actually only taken 5. Tidehunter sitting on a Blink Dagger now, so that's really huge. Ravage is back up. So I think the Radiant, they're going to be looking for a fight here. And they are all running towards the top. So yes, indeed, they're looking for a fight. But the Dire see this and they're all moving up towards top as well. They want to fight back here, and we'll see how this goes. We do have the Juggernaut. Ults up in 2 seconds. He used Saltier first. Aghanim's still available. There's an Ice Blast. It hits only just goes for a few arrows. There's Omni Splash used only really hits the Earthshaker, taking him down. There's a Ravage. Just Juggernaut's dead. Timbers are doing quite a lot of damage. There you go. 1 hero, 2 heroes. The Razor's still alive. 1 more hit. Well, there you go. He goes down to the Timbersaw. 3 kills to the Dire. Kunkka looks to be dead as well. Taking so much damage from the Timbersaw. My god. 4 heroes down in the trade for a turn. And she hasn't even runs out alive. Just looking at the fight recap. Incredibly enough, apparently Invoker and AA and Timbersaw all managed to do exactly the same amount of damage. Okay. Wait, that's CXP. Never mind. They all... Juggernaut, the one doing the most damage actually, without the Omni Slash and Blight Fury. Next on this is, of course, the Timbersaw, which I feel was the bigger impact of this fight. Timbersaw getting a bit ballsy, and it might just turn around for him here. No, it doesn't actually get caught out, it just manages Timbersaw to take out. Ice Blast comes in, hits 2 heroes. But Timbersaw still looking to be dead. 1 more hit and he'll be going down. They cannot chase him though, it's too quick, so he's going to be getting out of there alive. Titans cutting away the bag, and Ancient Apparition goes down to the Razor. It's just draining all of his damage. There you go, 1 more goes down to the Razor, that's Shadow Demon. Kunkka's now fighting off this Roper. He's taking a lot of damage. 1 more hit. Oh, there's the invisibility though. Will the AoE be enough? Just waiting for a Fissure in this direction. Come on, Earthshaker. See this? No, it's happening. No, the wrong way. Okay, so they missed it, and we're just going to be running out there, right? It looks like... Yeah, meanwhile, Juggernaut takes down bottom tower. And now sitting on 1300 gold, of course on top of the Aghanim Scepter. And Sunstrike completely misses, so... Okay, so Kunkka and Razor are going to be using this chance to push through the damage to the top tower, but everyone's just emerging on them now. Will they be able to take down this tower quicker? Looks like they will. It's only Timbersaw that's really close. Of course, he can have a lot of impact. And the tower goes down, Razor gets the last hit, and Timbersaw does not go in and try and stop them.
Double damage.
Juggernaut, though, he's running around the back. He's expecting these 2 heroes to run behind their Tutu and back to base. He wants to catch someone out here. Does he see the Kunkka? Come on. No, where are you going? Juggernaut, wow, his positioning is not great. I don't know, he tried to spot someone here, but that's really just a mistake, because if you spot them here, that means they also see you, and then they're going to be running over here, and they're going to feel safe under the tier 1, which, well, they are safe. Which he would stand around here. Oh, but he does actually find the Scarlet Mage in there. But yeah, if he had stood around here, he would see them when they were here, and it'd be too late to run to this tower. They'd probably try and run to this tower, but it's even further away. And it put them in a position where they'd be a lot more vulnerable than they would be right there. But Juggernaut gets the kill he was looking for. Well, not exactly, but he gets the Scarlet at least, and that's a bit of gold going to him. Timbersaw sounds very excited about Haste Rune. And now these 3 heroes are going to be looking to push the tier 1 Radiant mid. This Kunkka, he wants to defend it though, so this Scarlet Mage. Titans also here, Ravage is available. I think he's got stopped. There are 4 Dire heroes now, but they're also they're free. Now 4 Radiant heroes. And they're all looking for a fight. Razor's just going to be going top, trying to defend this. Well, that's pretty much all it's going to do. Juggernaut looks to be wrapping around the back. He wants to start this fight with Omni Slash that just got off cooldown. So he's waiting for his team to get into position so he can go in. It's a very tense situation. Come on, Juggernaut. He's really just waiting for his team to be ready. But they're not going into position here. They're really playing it scared. The Juggernaut's here. I don't understand why they're playing it so scared.
Yes.
Now Shadow Demon's here as well. Come on. Give the Juggernaut an opportunity to run an Omni Slash without him dying. And there you go. They're going in onto the Conquer on the Conquer. I'm just waiting for Juggernaut running around the back. Still hiding. Why doesn't he move? Come on, move. Ravage is used. Echo Slam's been used. A lot of damage to these heroes. No one's going down though. Except for the Conquer, now also the Earthshaker. First kill for him still has to happen. Tidehunter goes down. No one gets killed. Juggernaut finally gets into the fight and takes down 2 heroes. Kunkka and the Scarlet Mage.
How many blades am I holding up?
That fight looked so great for the Radiant, but they just couldn't kill anyone, not even the Shadow Demon. They were so close to killing everyone, but they just didn't kill them. So that's the problem. Huge problem for them. If they only managed to get them low on health, then there's not really much to do. Of course, Razor wasn't really there for most of the fight from what it looked like. And he is the most farmed on their team right now. But Juggernaut's catching up to him. Just only 500 gold behind. And farming quickly. He now... What does he have? He has a Sanj going to him, so he has a full Sanj and Yasha now. And... Well, Razor just finds a casual kill mid. That's nothing. Bloodstone has been bought on Timbersaw now. Oh. So he's gonna have a lot more mana and health regen, and if it really looks dire in a fight, he can always suicide and heal up his teammates. What's really big about this is that he can stay in fights a lot more, and he doesn't really have to go back to base anymore though. So this can be a really big deal. And these Radiant heroes, they're just sitting in the jungle. No one's really farming. Oh, Juggernaut goes in and he finds the Earthshaker.
Accept your death.
So Earthshaker goes down again to the Omni Slash, and Juggernaut just casually strolls out of there. Radiant team not really being efficient at this moment. They're all just standing around looking at the creeps as if they want to kill them, but they're afraid to do so. And they don't really know what they should do, so they're just thinking about it, but they're not actually doing it. Juddy runs into ward here, but he gets spotted as he does that. Razor looks going. I don't know, but blinks him as well, and they take him down. Ice Blast just manages to hit the Razor. The Radiant probably have to start pushing more damage now. Because if you look at the gold graph, it's pretty obvious that the Dire ahead. The Radiant is gold right now. If you look at the EXP as well, they're ahead. And that's
Radiant's bottom tower is under
a result of the Dire team just being way more efficient when they're not fighting. And the Radiant team are really just sitting clumped up somewhere on the map, looking or just preparing for fight to start. But then the Dire team know that, okay, we're not gonna start a fight, we're just gonna run off, split off, and farm, because they're not really, the Radiant team aren't threatening anything. They're not threatening to take a tower or anything. Juggernaut though, he's just threatening a lot of kills here. Almost take down the Razor, but bounces a lot more heroes. Tidehunter goes down instantly. No Ravage will be used in this fight then. Echo Slam still available. There you go. It gets used, but Earthshaker's gonna be going down. Juggernaut's dead now. This could be huge in some sort of way. But the fight really ends there. Ends up being a 2-for-2 trade, and finally a trade I'd say in the favor of the Radiant. I'm getting 2 carries, but Razor goes down, so maybe not anyway. Wow. Okay, Sunstrike being the one turning that around. I'm not really sure. Gridsick got on ahead there. But I'd say that the initial 4 heroes that died were in favor of them. Scar's Mage is just really getting chased here, but the Radiant team are coming here to defend him. They don't want him to die, but they're not looking for kills either. Oh, Sunstrike misses. Doesn't hit anyone. Shadow Demon sitting in a really dangerous position here. Well, he's dead. One more hit, boom. So overall, maybe the Radiant team managed to get out ahead from all of that. The Radiant just really need. Even with that, they're still behind a fair bit. So they need to pressure. They need to fret taking towers, so the Dire aren't able to just scrub it off and say, let's just go farm instead. Clumping up is not a threat. They need to clump up near tier 2 and try and push it. That's a threat. And that's going to be drawing the Dire hero together. And they're going to try and defend it. And that's really what the Radiant want at this point. Ooh. Oh, Juggernaut, he finds everyone here. So Omnislash not able to finish anyone off. They do mistime their abilities here, and Blade Fury might just be enough to get him out. Definitely. Race is still chasing this, but he runs into a lot of heroes. And he's the one to go down. He has BKB one more hit and he goes down. There's the Ravage. Still no one dead. He doesn't manage to take down the Shadow Demon. Boat coming in, hits one hero, hits the Ancient Apparition. Timbers is still alive, he goes down now though. Shadow Demon did die in the end. And now the Golden Conqueror's really chasing up some extra kills. He misses the storm because of the stun, and Ancient Apparition sees he can just get out there. Ice Wall slowing down Conqueror. And now Juggernaut is ready to fight. This Conqueror's going to be going down to Juggernaut and Invoker. Ice Blast coming in, but it won't really matter. As the Invoker's the one to get the kill on the Conqueror. Scar is keeping out there. There's nothing really to stop him, so. Let's see what this says.
Bottom tower is under
Says
attack.
the Dire got ahead, and I would probably agree.
Dire's bottom tower has
But
fallen.
at least the Radiant got a bot tower, so that's something. Mine is just seems good. I don't know. Like, the Radiant are just really taking these fights bad.
Like Radiant
And this fight started out really bad as well. It started
Radiant's middle
with the
tower
Razor
is under attack.
running in
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
just to get killed. Really, he just chased the ground for him. Well, a huge defense right here. Shadow Demon's still not going down. He's just unkillable. Well, okay, never mind. He just went down. Juggernaut Omnislash does a lot of damage, but doesn't really take down anyone. The only one dead so far is Earthshaker. Punkus, he's alive in a moment, so he's going to be ready to get into the fight. Now the base goes down, Scar's mage goes down, and Punk can't really fight all these heroes alone. Of course, Tidon is there now, but he makes that big a difference. So. And Juggernaut, he knows he can just run into this. And he really wants to go. Besides,
Radiant structures are fortified.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Kogo's just wanting to do a little damage, but he really cannot stop this push. As he also fast in the nice blast.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And Simba gets lost.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
And so, the Dire team continued to get out ahead in every fight. But it's okay. The Radiant had a really great start to this fight here, but one of their main damage dealers, being the Conqueror, really wasn't there.
Double damage.
The Earthshaker Echo Slam was brilliant. It did a lot of damage to everyone. It stunned out a few heroes as well, but it doesn't do enough without the Conqueror there. And I'm not sure when Ravage was used, if it even was used. I don't think it was. So another part playing in that fight. I still believe that the Radiant just really need to try and fret something. They need to try and take Roche maybe, or push it to 2, because if they take a fight when all their ults are available and they start the fight, controlling the fight, they win it. With these heroes, they can control a fight easily if they just get started and don't just chase the Juggernaut for 10 seconds and then get caught out like the Razor did earlier. If they manage to initiate a fight with an Echo Slam or a Ravage, then that's pretty much a one fight for them. Expecting that they execute it properly, comboing up their ultimates. But they're not doing this. Really, the only one farming right now is Razor and Kunkka mid lane. The other heroes, Tidehunter, he's just really standing around, just looking at the Razor, looking at the Kunkka, helping Kunkka kill creeps, runs off. Earthshaker, he just stood in one spot for the last 20 seconds. He's finally starting to roam around, and I really don't know what Scar's doing. He's definitely not farming. And if they're not farming, they're not spending their time well. And if we compare that to the Dire team right now, we see that Juggernaut spending time killing off agents. Okay, this is a really bad example because they're not actually doing jack shit either. Okay, Juggernaut army slices it up, so he knows that he can go look for a kill, and he's gonna be looking for a kill. And Timbersaw, he's coming in because he wants to help. He knows that he's gonna help, and both of them take down Razor, spending their time appropriately. Shadow Demon, or well, the rest of the team really aren't doing anything right now, though. Like, they're not doing anything now. Now, okay, they're running into towards Roche now, and that is spending their time properly, I'd say. Question is, do the Radiant spot this? Shadow Demon's using the Invisman here to see and to look out for any heroes coming in, and it does not look like the Radiant knows this is happening. And this might just be a completely free approach to the Dire team. Yeah, it's gonna be Juggernaut's gonna get an Aegis. This is bad. So fighting now really isn't an option. You cannot fight up against. They had enough trouble already, but then fighting up against an Aegis BKB Juggernaut is even worse. And well, of course, Shaker runs into Juggernaut and actually just tried to use the Ghost Scepter against Plate Fury, which is not the smartest thing ever.
That's impeding you here.
Oh, and Tyron is getting caught out, stopping any Gravis from being used in the following fight, and Scar that gets killed. This pretty much just was the fight. There are only 2 heroes left, and they cannot defend only 2 heroes against the entire 5-man lineup that really lost no heroes at all.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They're just gonna have to stab around with this happening. Hopefully wait, and hope that the Tidehunter somehow manages to get alive before they take down the plane around. Doing a pretty good job of fending off these heroes.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Stopping them and chasing them away, but of course they just run back in. Earthshaker's live now. They think they can fight now. Echo Slam not really doing much, only hitting about 2 heroes. Earthshaker's gonna be the one to come down again. And Shadow Demon, yeah, he goes down. There you go, Blink and Ravage. They really want to fight here. They just don't manage to get anyone. Even with the Blink and Ravage catching out like 3 heroes, they only managed to get the Shadow Demon. And Timberstar got killed down here, of course. They really didn't get enough from that fight. I think they were looking for more, and they should have gotten more. But a problem in their lineup really is that they don't have any stuns. They have Earthshaker, and he's been dying so quickly in all these fights, and then they have Torrent. No, it's just not enough. Okay, bye Tidehunter. And Conqueror gets caught as well. Wow, yeah. See, this is what I mean about not spending your time efficiently. The Radiant team has just been caught out so many times. It's not really what I mean by spending your time efficiently. That's what I mean by don't get caught out and don't be out of position. No more play go down mid. Or the Radiant really just giving up now? Are you
Radiant
serious?
structures are fireproof.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
Well, this is a sad ending to game, isn't it?
Radiant's middle barracks are Radiant's middle barracks have fallen. Radiant's middle barracks have fallen.
Nonetheless, I'd say that this game, the Radiant, they weren't active enough when they hit level 6. The second they got level 6 on those 3 core heroes, or 3 important heroes, the Conqueror, the Earthshaker, and the Tide, that's the time when they really just should have instantly run down and just push towers. And they, to some extent, tried to do that. But
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
they didn't do it enough. They had fights, and when one of them got killed, they ran away. They got scared. If one of them just died, they started running. and they should just manned up and ran down mid, taking tier 1. Just ignoring the fight, ignoring the Dire team. If the Dire team decided that they wanted to fight, they just went in with Ravage, Echo Slam, and both.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Bit of flaming going on. Chat, we'll just ignore that. And well, after taking the mid tower, most likely won the fight, they could have gone down to tier 2. They really didn't do that. What they did was they chipped the towers constantly. They sat with a threat of a few ultimates, and that's everything. They just scared the team that they would scared the Dire team that they had their ultimates available, and just did some chip damage to the towers instead of just manning up and going in and hitting that tower. I feel like that was the mistake in the Radiant game. That's the primary reason why having a look at the gold graph, we also see that they're actually down by around 75,000 gold now. And over 20,000 EXP. This game really is one-sided. As the Radiant Ancient, I say that as the Radiant Ancient goes down. Just a few more hits. Come on, come on, A, you can do this. Poker's also helping. Come on, come on. I got nothing more to say. Come on, and boom. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you everyone for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. I apologize for my lack of my bad vocabulary, really. I'm just trying to improve it and trying to not repeat myself constantly. So this is probably going to be happening in the next few videos, just because over time it's going to improve my video quality and commentating quality if I don't repeat myself all that much, which I just did. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. I really hope you enjoyed the bits where I didn't fuck up, and I hope you will comment in the comment section about my mistakes so that I can improve them for next time. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I bid you farewell.